All right, today we're diving into a really cool piece of tech that tries to solve a very modern problem. We're talking about the Fujifilm Instax Mini EVO. This thing sits right at the intersection of two totally different worlds of photography.
You know the feeling, right? On one hand, you've got your phone, which holds a literally endless library of photos. But on the other, there's just something magical about an instant photo, isn't there? Something real you can actually hold in your hand. So, what do you pick? Digital convenience or that retro charm? Well, do you really have to choose?
Yeah, the digital world, it's all about quantity, right? Thousands of photos just living in the cloud. You can share them with a single tap. But the instant world, that's a whole different story. It's about that one, single, unique print, a physical memory you can actually touch. And each one just feels, a little more special, doesn't it?
And that's exactly the puzzle the Instax Mini EVO is trying to solve. The whole idea is that you shouldn't have to choose between that convenience and that charm. So let's see how it actually pulls this off. And we'll start by looking at its retro side. Okay, first up, the retro charm. And look, this is way more than just how the camera looks. It's about that tangible, timeless feeling you get from using a classic piece of gear.
That classic, vintage look with all the physical dials and levers, well, it's not just for show. There's something so satisfying about it. It makes taking a picture a truly hands-on experience. And honestly, that's a huge part of its appeal. It's built from the ground up to make photography feel fun again.
But that's only half the story, right? Now let's flip over to the other side, the power of its digital brain. 100. So where does that number even come from? Well, it's pretty clever. You get 10 built-in lens effects that you can combine with 10 different film effects. Do the math? That's 100 creative combinations right at your fingertips. It's like a massive creative playground for finding your own style, and it's all baked right into the camera.
And all that creativity is supported by a really solid digital toolkit. You can save your shots to its internal memory, you can connect it to your smartphone for super easy sharing, and get this, it even doubles as a portable printer for photos that are already on your phone. Plus the battery life, yeah, it's going to get you through a full day of shooting, no problem.
So, okay, you've got the cool retro feel, and you've got all this digital power. But how do those two worlds actually mesh? Where do they collide? Let's find out if this is really the perfect hybrid experience.
Okay, this right here, this is the absolute game changer. It's all about print on demand. Think about old school instant cameras, right? Every single click uses up a piece of that expensive film. But with the Mini EVO, you shoot digitally first, you review your photos on the screen, and then, and only then, do you decide which ones you actually love enough to print. That means no more wasted film, no more blurry accidents. You can just experiment and have fun with it.
And the hybrid magic works the other way too. The camera can actually become a printer for your smartphone. You just pick any photo you want from your phone's camera roll, connect it through the app, and boom, you can print out a physical Instax copy. It's such a brilliant way to bring your favorite digital memories to life.
Of course, no gadget is perfect, right? Especially one that's trying to be the best of both worlds. So let's have a quick reality check and look at some of the small trade-offs. So there are a few things to keep in mind. First, the digital image quality is good, but it's not going to be as tack-sharp as what you get from a newer smartphone. It also uses an older micro USB port for charging, not the USB-C we're all used to now. And finally, that little LCD screen on the back, it can be a bit tough to see in really bright sunlight. But here's the thing, while those drawbacks are totally real, they're really considered pretty minor. They don't take away from what makes this camera so special. The core experience is still all about the fun, the creativity, and just the sheer joy of holding a physical print.
So when you weigh it all up, the retro style, the digital smarts, and those small compromises, who is this camera actually for? Who's going to love this thing?
Well, it seems like it's a perfect fit for a few types of people. It's great for travelers who want a real, tangible souvenir from their trips. It's awesome for memory keepers, people who love to journal or scrapbook. But really, it's for anyone who just loves documenting moments as they happen and who values having fun with it more than getting the most technically perfect shot. And that, right there, really gets to the heart of what this camera is all about. Its true value isn't in the number of pixels or the list of features, it's in the feeling it creates. Because holding that physical print, well, it creates a lasting connection to the moment that a digital file on a screen just can't replace.
So, I'll leave you with this to think about. In a world where we have endless digital files, where we take thousands of photos that, let's be honest, we barely ever look at again, what's the value of a single physical print to you?
What does that one photo really mean?